What's up everyone, I'm Wyatt with Rate Up Gaming, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the teams I've been taking into the level 70 Light Necropolis and how I've been clearing that pretty consistent. We hopped into the Necropolis here. I'm going again with the Viren base team. Viren is my personal MVP and World Flipper right now. I mean, every single time I have built a team and Viren's a part of it, it has led to just phenomenal success. And it's no different here. So the way this whole team functions is you have Viren, he's granting that Pierce buff as you guys probably already know, and this team is just constantly pumping up their own skill gauge. So Viren paired with Falsh, and I'm sorry if I pronounced her name wrong, but she's sacrificing her HP to increase her skill gauge to 100%, so when the battle starts, she sacrifices 10% of her HP, and she gets that 100% skill gauge. So right off the bat, Viren's column, he's ulting. He's going in, he has Pierce up, so especially in this Light Necropolis, where the first boss you encounter is putting up those bombs, it can kind of act as a wall. Viren is just going to fly through that. And that's just column 1. Column 2, we have Liam and Rebecca. And Liam is going to be giving his party and own attack 30% up to a 60% buff to attack while in a penetration state. So Viren is giving his whole team penetration, and now you have Liam buffing the whole team. So the damage while those ultis are going is going to be just phenomenal. The last column I've got here is Marianne and Shisuzu. And once again, Marianne's another unit. When she's in that main slot, her own skill will activate and giving herself 100% skill gauge time. So he's going to be buffing up her skill gauge. The Shisuzu, as you guys know, she is just a phenomenal support for your leader, getting that damage up. And what's really awesome about this team is when Viren is ulting, Liam is ulting, you have Marianne ulting, they're all buffing each other because you've got the damage going against the slow debuff is going to go up by 8% to Rebecca, which is inflicted by Liam. Liam's ulti is going to inflict that slow debuff for 15 seconds. He's going to also be buffing his own skill gauge by 8% every time a dark unit activates their skill. So if you have Liam buffing himself up, Shisuzu's buffing the leader, Viren and Falsh are, buffing their own gauges, Viren and Liam's column are going to be ulting non-stop. And when they're ulting all together and they have that damage buff from Liam with Penetrate, you have Viren who gets his own attack up when he's in that state, and the whole team is just moving through all of these defensive abilities that these bosses are throwing up. This Necropolis runs becomes a joke. I know it requires a 5-star to build this team, which is Viren, of course, but if you guys look, this rest of this team is just 3 to 4 stars. I mean, it's only 1 5-star you're primarily running here, and you are just getting these runs done consistently, which has just been phenomenal for me. And I hope you guys can kind of recreate a team like this, or if you guys are using a team like this, you guys know that this is just very consistent damage. A lot of the people I've talked to, they've been talking about Belcidia as the dark leader of their choice, and I do personally have a Belcidia right now, but when I go into these runs, Belcidia could do crazy damage, don't get me wrong. I've seen Belcidia on my teams, she's nuking and just hitting in the millions when her ulti goes off correctly. And it is nice to nuke down, but when you're trying to break through these defensive barriers and you have Viren and Liam and Marianne all ulting consistently, buffing each other, these columns are just, they're amazing. This team is just so quick and consistent in these Necropolis runs, and I absolutely love it. For the weapons on this team, guys, we're actually using the Flux Spear on Viren. As you guys know, Viren gives the whole team penetration. The Flux Spear, while your party has that buff, its attack's going to go up by 55%. So it's a perfect choice for kind of any penetration team that I've built that involves Viren or the whole team being buffed around that mechanic. The Flux Spear is just great for that. On Liam, we have the Hand of Orcus. The Hand of Orcus, while the character is buffed himself, it's going to give his own attack up 40%, so when Liam ultis gets buffed, the Hand of Orcus is going to just propel his damage even further. And on Marianne, we are using the Habakiri. So the Habakiri is going to give, while the whole party has a penetration, the party members all receive 50% attack. Now this weapon, I think, is also part of the key to why this team does so much damage when all of those ultis are triggering at the same time. You have it as the main weapon on Marianne, and all 3 main characters in this team are using the Habakiri Soul to get that ability as well. So now we have this buff of a 50% attack up on all these characters. This is going to be happening 4 times over. So when Liam and Viren and that kind of that column ultis all at the same time, the penetration buff goes, that Habakiri ability is going to stack for every member of this team, and it's just the damage that starts cycling when Liam and Viren's ultis are going together is just going to wipe these bosses off the face of the game. I mean, when I watch these runs go, they ulti together and the bosses die so quickly, and I love it so much. Alright guys, this is going to be it from the look at the team that I am running to currently clear the level 70 Light Necropolis. I hope that you guys have been able to clear these. I know a lot of people right now I've been speaking to are building up teams to kind of just consistently clear these out, build up their teams for the upcoming content that's going to be dropping soon. Comment down below, what teams are you guys using to clear the Light Necropolis? Are you guys using a similar team? Or you guys prefer the Belsidia build over the Viren build? I'm very curious to see kind of what's favored here. Thank you guys again for watching. I appreciate it. I wish you guys luck in your Necropolis runs. I hope they're going well for you guys and you're able to farm all this stuff up. Once again, thank you. I appreciate every one of you guys stopping out here and taking the time to watch my videos. Remember guys, if you hit that thumbs up, it will bring my rates up. Peace guys.